This is Top Accolade African News Updates. I am Soybifa Jackridge. Nigeria's Human Rights Commission has concluded an investigation into allegations that the country's military ran a secret mass abortion program. A report published by Reuters news agency in December 2022 alleged that the Nigerian army terminated at least 10,000 pregnancies among girls and women in the northeast of the country beginning in 2013. Many of those girls and women were freed from Islamic militants who had kidnapped and raped them, the report said. 33 of the women were interviewed, with all but one of them alleging that the military ended their pregnancies without their consent or prior knowledge. The National Human Rights Commission (NHRC) from the panel started investigating the allegations in February last year. The military urged the panel to absolve it from all the allegations contained in the Reuters reports. The NHRC said in a post on X, formerly Twitter, on Tuesday, as it announced the conclusion of its investigation. The rights body has not disclosed the investigation findings or said whether it will make them public. Ethiopia's largest commercial bank has given customers who withdrew more money than they had in their account until the end of the week to return it or face arrest and prosecution. Local media reported that more than $40 million, that is 31 million euros, was withdrawn or transferred to other banks on Saturday during a system glitch lasting several hours at the state-owned Commercial Bank of Ethiopia (CBE). When asked whether CBE would report those who don't return the money to the police, Mr. Abe replied. He added that the bank will take legal action against those who will not have returned the funds after this weekend. Some of the customers who withdrew excess money have already returned it to the bank, Mr. Abe said. He, however, disputed the report that customers took $40 million, saying the amount taken was far smaller than, but will be accurately determined after an ongoing audit is completed later this week. Mr. Sanu added that the audit is being done because some of the 10,000 customers who transacted during the glitch conducted legitimate transactions. The leader of a religious sect in Zimbabwe has been denied bail after his arrest last week for suspected child abuse. Ishmael Shokurongewa was charged with exploiting minors after police found 251 children working on his farm. Unregistered graves believed to be of infants were also found. The self-proclaimed apostolic prophet appeared in court in the town of Norton near the capital Harare on Tuesday alongside 7 of his church members. They were not asked to plea. The court ruled that Shokurongewa could use his influence to interfere with witness if granted bail and that there would be a public outcry if he was released. The suspects, who were charged with violating children's rights and contravening burial and cremation laws, will remain in custody until next month when the next hearing is scheduled. The project is part of the country's plan to transition to clean and renewable energy solutions. The project will be built in Shiroro in the central Niger state and will be a collaboration between the privately owned North-South Power (NSP) company and the state-run Nigerian Sovereign Investment Authority (NSIA). This is a pioneering project in terms of hybridizing power in solar and hydro. Nigeria's Vice President Kashim Shettima said during the signing of the agreement on Tuesday. He added that it will help the country diversify its energy sources. Nigeria has faced power problems for years. Despite being a major gas and oil producer, the country's inadequate and inconsistent electricity supply often causes widespread blackouts and power cuts and occasionally leads to total failure of the national power grid. Most homes and businesses usually resort to generators, inverters, and other sources of electricity to avoid dependence on the unreliable national grid. That is the size of Top Accolade African News Update. You can follow us on our social media platforms as displayed on your screen. Happy Wednesday.